All right, welcome back, everybody. I am Jedediah Davis, your host of Life of Pain, where we discuss issues that people have and diseases and disorders that cause lifelong pain, as well as ways to heal, like healers through mental, physical, and spiritual healing health. The program airs every Saturday at 1 p.m. on Facebook Live. And we also replay it on YouTube at 2 p.m. just in case of any technical difficulties. And they also have closed captioning for the hearing impaired. So earlier today, I just wanted to share an update because I was starting to get into the spiritual wellness part of our kind of segments coming up. And we have a lot of guest speakers that talk about spiritual wellness. And I've often talked about that golden circle, if you've tuned into other shows that I really kind of promote, that is like your healthcare circle of people that you include in that golden circle of wellness. And for me, a big part of that circle is spiritual wellness. It's one that can be often overlooked, and most people consider medicinal or physical stuff, but a lot of people leave out the spiritual, a lot more focus on the mental side as well. But spiritual health and well-being can be just as healing as any other thing. So I asked people just what they did for spiritual wellness and healing. And to start the conversation off, I'd like to share that I do bonsai. And so one of my ways of spiritual healing for like 10 years now has been doing bonsai. And I really studied the art of it and got the trees and did the stuff. And the fun thing about bonsai is that it's constantly changing, right? As the seasons change and the trees change and they grow with you and you can have them for years. But the practice you take of sitting calmly and connecting with the tree and guiding it and letting it guide you it can really be a spiritual practice, obviously widely considered one of the best. So after doing it for so long, I feel comfortable enough with teaching little classes and courses, so that's going to be coming up as part of the Life of Pain program as well. I'll be doing some online courses and classes on bonsai. I'll try to make them as inexpensive as possible, but it might be something where you might have to sign up so I can just see how many people can get in. But just kind of wanted to do that on my own little self and wellness, and then go over a couple that other people mentioned that I think might help you. The first one was from a fantastic friend who lives on an island. And what she likes to do is pray and meditate by the ocean, which if you live anywhere near the coast or anywhere near the ocean, like just mana and the healing power of the ocean has been well known through most all of time. So not just sitting and listening to the waves, but the air you breathe in, the sounds that everything is, the sensory that you get, the feelings that you get. A lot of people, like me included, go to the ocean not to just meditate but to scream. It's a great place to let that energy out because the waves are crashing and you can just let it all out. So the ocean is a very healing place, so I'm really glad to hear that one. Another one was along more of the lines of like my Native American roots, so I really appreciate this one as well. Sundance, sweat lodges, vision quests, things like that, sacred pipe smoking, like those were big for me. Those are really a part of my roots that I feel are huge for spiritual healing. Building altars outside as well as inside. Anytime you can build an altar to whether it's to your higher power or to loved ones or crystals or things that feel like give you energy or a good source of healing, that's always a really, really good spiritual health and wellness practice as well. A lot of people out there are into the crystals and the healing power of those, which I'm totally into as well and open to. Another one that was good was self-inquiry. It's always good to just kind of sit and do some self-reflection and some self-inquiry and kind of see where you're at and kind of where your spiritual wellness lies and kind of look within for some answers, because that's usually where we can find most of them. Another one that I didn't know about that I had to look up, and I hope I pronounce this right, is Qigong. And that's using an exercise to optimize energy rhythm within the mind, body, and spirit. So a little different than like Tai Chi, but still seems like a very beneficial physical, spiritual, mind alignment type practice. So I did message the gentleman who put that to see if he'd like to be on the program. And if you're hearing this, we'd love to have you to talk more about that one, because I don't think a lot of people are familiar with that. I know I wasn't. So spend as much time in Mother Nature. That's always a good one, like nature bathing. He mentioned too, alone, no distractions, turn your phone off, like the whole deal. And then I like this little part too. She has much to say for us. She has much to say, meaning if you sit and you listen quietly in the forest, you'll start hearing not just the forest speaking to you, but you'll start hearing that inner voice, right? Like your inner voice starts speaking to you to where you can almost audibly hear yourself. So the spirits talking to you in the forest, all of that, whatever that might be, whether it's through mind or body or spirit, that can also give you guidance and help you with your health and all of that. So that was a huge one. Connecting with just a spiritual guide. So if you have like a spiritual guide or somebody again that helps guide you through, whether that's a spiritual guide in the medicinal sense of different ceremonial guides that are done, or just a spiritual guide that you look upon during hard times to help you get through that sort of thing. Another one that I was really interested in that gets a little bit of attention, but I was personally more interested in just because I haven't gotten a huge amount into it, was those Himalayan singing bowls and the energy cleansing with sound. So for me, sound is big because I'm an auditory guy, so I enjoy when I put on my headphones, my noise canceling headphones. They have this really beautiful like white noise and different sounds you can put in there, and I put in a couple of Himalayan salt like sounds, and it was pretty nice. I have to tell you, it was a pretty relaxing, mentally healing thing. So again, just a little blip on the spiritual wellness because of the overwhelming response. I just can't believe how much response and just how great this program has gone so far. And we have everybody lined up through June. We have fantastic guests and healers on. So please, if you can't tune in on Saturdays at 1, we totally get it. But at least give it a watch, when you have time. We're going to keep them, an hour. We're going to keep them within an hour. Most people watch the first half hour and then, kind of check in, or you do the fast forward thing. That's fine. Whatever you can get out of it is what we want you to get out of it. So, but they are interesting. If you can and have time and even break it up, please try to give all the episodes a watch. If they go too long, like I mentioned, I'll even break them up. So, again, just a reminder, Saturdays, 1 p.m., like this Saturday, tomorrow, 1 p.m., Facebook Live, as well as YouTube at 2 p.m. And if something goes wrong with the Facebook Live, we'll just switch over to record it and then repost it at 2. But I got the whole new setup going, so I think it'll go well. But again, spiritual wellness was the big talk of the day. I loved the responses. I loved all of those that I got. I learned some new ones. I hope I was able to educate you on some new ones. We'd like to have more of these guests come in. So if you or anybody you know of does some of these practices, please send them my way. I'd love to at least split it up and have 2 guests and 2 healers on a month would be nice, and I'm going to fill in spots here and there. So anyway, tune in for Liz's show. It's going to be a great one, very inspiring. Keep up your spiritual wellness as well as your physical and mental, because that's important, even if it's just taking some time outside to do some breathing. So there's my quick little 10-minute blip. So hope to see you tomorrow on the show. And as always, blessings, appreciation, and love and wellness to you. Thanks.